Hello once again, dudes. This is Mil, and welcome to the first XAMPP tutorial. Now, in this tutorial, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about what XAMPP is. XAMPP is a control panel where you can have different databases and servers. And the reason I'm making this tutorial series is that we might need to have it when we're doing PHP, Apache, or MySQL tutorials. So I'm gonna start my internet browsers. I have a few of the kind. I have Firefox as well. I have Firefox. I got normal Internet Explorer, Google Chrome. I'm gonna use Google Chrome for this tutorial. But XAMPP pretty much, as I told you, were a control panels of your service. So if you go ahead and search for XPP, like that, and there comes up something called Apache Friends. Click there. So XAMPP is, as you can see, it's not easy way to install an Apache server, and many people think it's hard to install an Apache web server, and even harder if you want MySQL, PHP, and Perl. But XAMPP makes it easy. So there's a few choices you can make. But I would guess that most of you are using the Windows. If you're using Linux or Mac or Solaris, you know it. But I'm gonna take the Windows version. So what you're gonna do in here, you're gonna see what version of the things you are here do you need. It has Apache, what version, MySQL version, PHP version. PHP MyAdmin is actually MySQL, a MySQL database. So when we're using the MySQL, you need to have seen the Apache tutorials before moving on, because we're going to use PHP MyAdmin and some other crap that we don't need. So what we need to do basically is to go down here into download, and we're not going to use any add-ons. We're just going to click on download here and use the installer, because that's the easiest way of doing it. So you will see that your download will start shortly, so go ahead and wait for it. And when it starts, gotta keep it. If you're using this, you know how to install software for your own browser. Now the useful things with Apache and MySQL and XAMPP and PHP is that when you're using PHP, if you want to program that language, or just generally, practicing with MySQL, because you like working with databases, you will need a server. Apache is a local server, but if you want to have an Apache local server, you first of all need to have an XAMPP server, a local control panel, so you can start the servers on the ports and running them. It shouldn't be tearing a lot of your internet. But if you don't know what PHP, MySQL, and Apache is, I will be making tutorials of that as well. I'll probably start up with mostly web tutorials, but the XAMPP are going to be a series for themselves. I don't know how long it will be, but yeah, you know what I mean. So when this is downloaded in a few seconds, you will need to install it on any directory you like. I don't feel like going around and telling you where it is. I've already got it installed, but I'm gonna show you anyway. So you go ahead and click on run, and just ignore that basically. So here you get an installing screen. It says, welcome to the XAMPP 1.7.7 setup wizard. This wizard will guide you through the installation of XAMPP 1.7.7. It is recommended that you close all other applications before starting setup. This will make it possible to update relevant system files without having to reboot your system. Now, I have a lot of stuff open, of course, so when you're installing this, you have to close it, as they say. But you just use a destination place. I've chosen my own, so I don't need to run this, but I can tell you what happens. You'll need to click on all these three when installing. And I'm not gonna click install actually right now, but it's gonna say install, and when installed, it will say finish actually. So if I close this down and search for, and here it is. If you search for XAMPP, the XAMPP here, control panel, and you click on it, I'm gonna close those off just to show how to do. So I'm gonna do this. Might be a little annoying. Alright, so here you have how you XAMPP, and just forget about the console down here. But this is basically how it should look. So in the next tutorial, I'm gonna show you how to set it up. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.